Exploring the multi-cloud approach, opportunities and risks. Exploring the multi-cloud approach, opportunities and risks. As businesses look to invest in cloud computing, one key decision they need to make is which cloud service provider to use for their applications and data. Increasingly, many companies are opting for a multi-cloud approach, i.e., using multiple cloud providers, rather than a single cloud platform. In this article, we will explore the opportunities and risks associated with a multi-cloud approach, and guide you through the process of making the right decision for your business. Opportunities of a multi-cloud approach. One of the biggest attractions of a multi-cloud approach is the flexibility it offers. Companies that choose a single cloud provider are often stuck with that vendor's set of services, and are limited to the features that vendor provides. However, a multi-cloud approach gives companies the freedom to choose which services they use for different applications, picking the best suited option for their needs. Using multiple cloud providers can also provide better disaster recovery options. If all your applications and data are stored on a single cloud provider's platform, an unexpected outage or even a natural disaster can leave your business in the lurch. However, if you have your applications and data stored across multiple cloud platforms, you can pick up the pieces easier and faster than if you only had a single provider. A third advantage is the security of a multi-cloud model. If a company is using multiple cloud providers, it can be more challenging for a cyber attacker to take down their entire infrastructure. With a single cloud provider, if that provider is compromised, the hacker would have access to the entire data center. With multiple providers, if one provider is hacked, the security of the other providers remains protected. Risks of a multi-cloud approach. While there are several benefits of a multi-cloud approach, it also comes with its own set of risks. One of the key challenges is managing the different cloud environments. Each cloud environment comes with its own management interface, APIs, and security controls. Keeping track of all these different systems and ensuring they work together can be daunting, even for the most experienced teams. Another significant risk is the cost of running multiple cloud platforms. Managing multiple cloud platforms means having to pay for multiple subscriptions, which can significantly increase your enterprise's ongoing costs. Additionally, with multiple providers come additional licensing requirements for some enterprise systems, a cost that companies should factor in when considering a multi-cloud approach. Finally, managing data across multiple cloud providers can pose data compliance and regulatory challenges. Data privacy regulations and compliance requirements differ across various industries, countries and regions. It is crucial for companies to ensure data privacy compliance, protection, and security, especially when dealing with sensitive industry data. What to consider before choosing a multi-cloud approach. Choosing a multi-cloud model can be an excellent option for specific business needs, but only if companies are willing to put in the work required. Here are a few key factors to consider before making the switch to a multi-cloud approach. 1. Start small. Companies need to identify specific applications or workloads that could benefit from a multi-cloud approach and begin with those before scaling up to more significant projects. 2. Security and compliance. Understand data security and ensure the cloud provider's security levels meet your company's data requirements and regulations. 4. Application compatibility. Ensure applications deployed across different cloud platforms are compatible with one another, and check that applications are running as expected. 5. Visibility. Once the cloud provider environment expands, visibility becomes increasingly important, especially for security and compliance purposes. Final thoughts. While a multi-cloud approach comes with its own challenges, there are undoubtedly significant benefits to using multiple cloud environments. 6. Cost. The cost of running multiple cloud platforms can be a significant factor to consider. Companies need to set a budget for multiple subscriptions, licenses, and other costs associated with having multiple cloud providers. 7. Vendor lock-in. Companies should avoid getting locked into a single vendor with a multi-cloud approach. They should ensure there are no dependencies on a particular cloud provider to ensure flexibility and avoid vendor lock-in. 8. Performance. Companies must ensure that the performance of applications and workloads running on multiple cloud providers meets the desired level. Monitoring performance across multiple cloud providers can be a challenge and may require additional tools and resources. It is also essential for companies to have a clear understanding of their business needs and objectives before choosing a multi-cloud approach. They should determine which applications or workloads run on specific cloud providers and identify the right mix of cloud providers to meet their business needs. Additionally, companies need to ensure that their multi-cloud approach aligns with their overall strategy and business objectives. If a multi-cloud approach does not support these objectives, then it is not the right choice, and companies should instead consider other cloud deployment models. Another factor to consider before making the switch to a multi-cloud approach is vendor performance. Companies should research and assess the performance of each potential cloud service provider to ensure they meet the company's performance requirements. Monitoring performance across multiple cloud providers can be a challenge, and companies may need to use additional tools and resources to do so effectively. Moreover, companies should avoid getting locked into a single vendor when adopting a multi-cloud approach. They should ensure there are no dependencies on a particular cloud provider to ensure flexibility and avoid vendor lock-in. Vendor lock-in can be costly, limiting the company's ability to switch to other providers or leverage new services and technologies. Lastly, companies must ensure that their multi-cloud approach complies with data privacy regulations and security standards. Data privacy is crucial in today's technology landscape, and businesses must ensure they protect their sensitive data and comply with industry-specific regulations. It is essential to evaluate each cloud provider's security levels and assess how they align with your organization's security requirements and compliance standards. In summary, a multi-cloud approach can provide various benefits to businesses, including greater flexibility, better disaster recovery options, and enhanced security. However, companies must also evaluate the potential risks, including increased costs and vendor lock-in. Before adopting a multi-cloud approach, it is crucial for companies to assess their business needs, regulatory requirements, and capabilities. By doing so, companies can make informed decisions that align with their overall strategy and objectives while unleashing the full potential of cloud computing. Furthermore, companies should ensure that they prioritize education and training for their teams before implementing a multi-cloud approach. With each cloud provider having its own architecture and features, it is crucial to have knowledgeable and skilled employees to manage and integrate these different systems effectively. Another consideration is to start small and identify specific workloads or applications that could benefit from a multi-cloud approach and scale up from there. Starting small allows companies to test the waters and see if a multi-cloud approach is suitable for their business needs before investing more resources. Visibility is also crucial when managing multiple cloud environments. As the cloud provider expands, it becomes increasingly challenging to track data privacy and compliance requirements. Therefore, it is crucial to have a clear and comprehensive understanding of your company's data protection and security regulations.